My name is Oshifes Oluwadamilare. I'm a mechanic. Welcome to Exxon F1, also known as from Lawon, Colum, Africa.
Good day. Please, like I've always clamored, please. I know you love what you're doing. Subscribe to my channel. Love it. I beg, like be on my channel. You get the best news. I love you guys. Like, comment, share. Some of you come to my inbox, my DM to comment. Yeah, it's good, but sometimes also comment on this social media. It helps my growth. Like, share. Share, please. It's very important you share. I love you guys. It came up about 30 minutes after the race yesterday, while they were having their post-race interview of the USGP, that Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc were being investigated for a breach in Formula One potting code for the plank underneath the floor. I've not made a video of the plank, but after this season, there are so many races from now till ending of November and so many things to talk about. I'll make a video on the floor, which will entail the plank very soon. Now, actually, there's a sporting code for F1 that talked about the plank and how it should be. Now, after the race, F1 were able to now say, oh, the plank Lewis Hamilton's Mercedes and Charles Leclerc used. After the race, they measured it. The FIA said there are excessive wears on the plank, while on the Mercedes it was on the rear plank, the rear skid of the plank, and on the Ferrari it was just on the plank. And I keep looking at now, these teams can come out, that's the Mercedes and the Ferrari can come out and take the blame because of the sporting code. But what should F1 do? See, for me, it's not about just saying, oh, this is it. F1 should be critical about themselves. You don't just put your blames on the team. And if you're putting your blames on the team, I think it should not be the drivers. They too should own up to some of this. Yeah, there's a sporting code, but have that sporting code, has it been checked on since the sprint race started in 2021? Have they revised the sporting code? Because since sprint race started in 2021, after the qualifying normally be the qualifying for sprint race. Then the sprint race will be the qualifying for the main race. But in 2022, the rules changed. So there will be FP1, then qualifying, then the sprint qualifying, then the sprint race. Now, have they revised this thing? Because they know that some teams will certainly bring upgrades. So if they bring upgrades, what happens to them? For 1 hour, would they be able to get everything right before those cars goes to Parc Fermé? We need to be critical with ourselves because somebody is not doing his job. Somebody is ditching his responsibility to others. Somebody is failing in his responsibility and making others sweat for his or her failure. That is what F1 is doing for me. Because if you have not revised the rule or the code, why hold drivers responsible? After going through 3 qualifying sessions in a race, that is the qualifying on Friday, the sprint qualifying on Saturday, the sprint race on Saturday, these 3 are qualifying sessions, and the main race, 2 hours of grueling 5 to 7 G forces into these drivers, then you disqualify them after such grueling hours. I think F1, FIA, you are not very, very kind and very, very sincere to these drivers. If there could be any penalty for such, it should have been a monetary penalty to the team, not to the drivers. Not to the drivers, it should be to the team. So if you are taking this plank issue so keen, so serious, I think you guys should have taken the cost cap serious and should have disqualified Red Bull all through 2022. Just disqualify them, take away their point. But you didn't do that. You only charged monetarily and also for development, in which they've already developed and they didn't lose points. I think it's unfair for F1 doing this to the sport. I said it in my last video. Verstappen was booed all through. Hope FIA will not be booed soon. FIA F1 will not be booed because you are making this sport look like child's play. You are making people see F1 from the point of view of dishonesty, distrust, or hate to drivers. These guys cannot go through such pains and you disqualify them. It doesn't happen. Charge the team. Let the team know that, okay, the 2 teams said it, that fine. You might say we got it wrong. Yeah, we accepted we got it wrong because we only had 1 hour to set up this car. So within that 1 hour, they made mistake. But is F1 owning up to their own responsibility? Because you can check the car after the race, but you can't check the car before the race. There should be somebody checking the car before the race because that is what you do. There are sensors on the car to make sure these cars are in correspondence with the race. Let me give you an example. A boxer is going to fight or a UFC fighter is going to fight. Now, nobody checked him. He got into the ring, started fighting. He punched his opponent and there was a cut. Now you realize there is blade in his glove. Hello. After he had hurt somebody, you realize there is blade in his glove. That is wrong. Or after he had finished finished fighting, you now realize that as a boxer, he took substances that are illegal. So what is Vada doing until after the fight, after he had killed somebody? FIA, own up to your responsibility. It is a total intentional failure from your side in which you are pushing to the drivers, and the drivers are not responsible for it because the drivers don't set up the car. The team sets the car up. So the team should be penalized and should be a fine of money. If that is the case, then the cost cap should be taken seriously. The cost cap is one of the reasons why we are still where we are in F1 today, that everyone is booing Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is a great driver. See how everyone is booing him out there yesterday, and you are happy. No, F1, you are not doing a good job, 100%. I rest it here. It's just not a good job, and it is irresponsibility on the F1 side. The teams have agreed on their own side. They have been irresponsible. Yes, FIA needs to know. Since you gave them 1 hour to set up the car, you should have made sure you check the car to make sure it complied. This same thing you did in 2021, Abu Dhabi, and you are calling it human error. Human error should not happen. The teams will own up. F1, FIA will never own up to their own mistakes, and that is big irresponsibility on their side. F1, check yourself. Yeah, check yourself, because you've just discredited 2 great drivers, and you've broken their spirit and their soul for driving for F1, and it's not done. Bye. I love you. Bye. Chee.
Gibor gives you power. Gibor gives you control. Gibor gives you benefits. Are you an individual or business that uses fuel or gas? Use Gibor to find the best prices across all retail outlets in your city. For users and businesses that buy volumes, Gibor gives you access to credit. Gibor also gives you the ability to track your costs and monitor expenses per car or fleet. Need to improve your costs, enjoy incentives, or track expense? Gibor is the answer. Enjoy 5% discount on your first 5 purchases when you get your next fuel voucher from Gibor. Log on to www.gibor.co to enjoy this. Retail outlets wanted nationwide.
I have a new friend in the house. We are in Nigeria here, West Africa. He provides internet for us. They provide the best internet around the mainland, and I know they are still moving to the highland and they are moving all around Nigeria. But for you to get internet on the mainland, contact Fibrad Telecom Limited. They get you sorted out ASAP. The best cable internet on the mainland, fiber, I think they get sorted out. We talk much about them because of some of our videos, but contact them, they get sorted out. Teams Gadget is for those of you that cannot easily go to the market to get your phones, your laptops, your accessories. Just place a call through. His phone number is there. It gets you the best. It's your shop plug to get you the best phones, accessories, laptops, games, and other accessories for your computer gaming experience. Contact Teams Gadget and you get them for you.